Hi, I'm WNED Classical afternoon host and program director Mark Michaud. Every Tuesday night at 7, we're featuring Buffalo Philharmonic concerts that were recorded at Kleinhans Music Hall this past season. And every week, we get to enjoy one of the great concerts Joanne Falletta and the BPO did for us. And we also get to relive the experience with some of the featured soloists who performed with the BPO this season. Now, here's one of the conversations we had during a recent intermission on WNED Classical. I'm honored to have a few minutes to speak with today's soloist, Sara Davis Buechner. Sara, hi, welcome.
Thanks, Mark. Nice to be here with you. Nice to chat with you.
My goodness, what a performance that was. And just listening to it now just brought the electric energy that we experienced at Kleinhans a few months back into focus. Just awesome.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you so much. It's great fun to play that piece, of course.
It's not the first time you've played it, clearly.
No, I've played that piece off and on probably for the past 2 decades of my life. Every once in a while, someone asks me for it, and I have to go practice a lot of scales and arpeggios and get back into shape to do it. It's a great romp, though. It's very, very, very fun piece to play.
Now, was this a piece you suggested to bring to Buffalo, or did Joanne ask you to perform this piece?
I think this one was Joanne's idea. I had done the Beethoven Third here, I think a couple of seasons before, and that had gone really, really well. And I guess that being, a rather sober musician's kind of piece, I had the feeling that she wanted to go through the Saint-Saens. I mean, I've played a lot with Joanne over the years, and I've done a number of virtuoso pieces with her, particularly when I was younger. So I think that she still retains an idea that I can walk on stage and chomp the piano up into bits. I leave that for others to say, but it's part of being a pianist, and it's fun to do. So, and that is certainly how I would describe this particular piece too.
Yeah, the piano was hot. And the audience was just so into this as well. What was it like for you after a couple of years of living through the COVID experience, which is not over yet, but we're back to audiences? How was that, and how was the experience of the audience's reaction for you in Buffalo this year?
Well, all of that is very, very heartening, and to be honest, it's so emotionally overwhelming that the only way to cope with it, if you're a stage performer, is to not pay it any mind at all. Just, concentrate on the music and go about your business. If I really walk on stage thinking about how sad it has been to live through this period, not only in terms of myself being frustrated in terms of, playing in front of live audience, but I mean, I've known people who passed away from COVID and people who've gotten very, very ill from the disease as well. To have a sense of purpose once again and walk on stage and share that music with people, it's a very, very wonderful feeling. As far as, the more powerful emotions around all of that, I mean, that's best saved for after the concert. Then I kind of reflect on it a little bit. But in the moment, that is really an exercise in, if you want to call it, not meditation so much, mindfulness. That's the word that people use. I'm very aware of being quite mindful when I walk on stage right now. It's like, pay attention.
And you're keeping busy, Sara. I understand that you'll be back in our region here in just a few days. You're going to be down at Chautauqua.
Yes. I'm playing at the Chautauqua Festival. I'm playing the Beethoven Third again there with Tanya Miller conducting. And I'll be staying there for a few days for a master class and some teaching. And then from there, I'm very excited to be taking my first Greyhound bus ride in a long time across the border, because Amtrak is still not going into Canada, but I'm taking the bus up to Montreal for the Orford Music Festival. So yes, I'm going to knock on wood, which is the top of my head, as you can see me doing, and say I'm very grateful and lucky to be active, even in the wake of how much hardship that we've had as musicians these last couple of years.
Before I let you go, though, Sara, I understand that you're a Mets fan. And you've created something for Mets fans. So for the benefit of us Mets fans, share this.
Oh, you're very, very kind to bring that up. Yes, I've been a Mets fan for many years, and I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. It was my manager's husband, of all people. He's a Mets fan since he was a kid. He said to me that how much he liked the theme song of the Mets, which is called "Meet the Mets." And he said, "Can't you play that on the piano or something?" And I thought, "Oh, come on, that's really cheesy." And then I kind of toyed at it, and I came up with my own sort of Lisztian version of the thing. And I ended up making a video of that. It's on YouTube, and it's been viewed quite a bit after this interview. Probably some more people will view it, but I'm quite proud of it. It's very nice, and it's a lot of fun. And because of that, I was invited to play that several times at the New York Mets Pride Nights, which they have one per year in June usually. So I've gone down to Citi Field in Queens and actually sat there and played the piano for thousands of people, as they sing along to Meet the Mets. And I guess Beethoven and Saint-Saens do rate a little higher on the musical sophistication level, but nothing really can beat that marriage of baseball and music in my opinion.
Go Mets and go Sara Buechner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark.